I am at the park near my house. I'm supposed to be on the trail running a marathon with Carl right now. You know, last week we ran 25 and a half miles, and you know, that went really well. I took Sunday and Monday off, and then I ran 5 miles on Tuesday, and towards the end of that run, my foot started hurting. And it really started hurting quite a bit with every step. It started getting worse. And so then the rest of the day, I could walk normally, but my foot was in pain the rest of the day. Wednesday, it was fine. And the rest of the week, so I thought, oh, it was just some random thing, just some pain that maybe it'll just go away. Well, yesterday I went on a hike with my team from work. We had a great time. Everything was fine until on our way back, well, it was only 3.5 miles. I started feeling the pain in my foot again. And I could tell that if I was running, and I tried to run a little bit just to test it, I don't know what it is. And the pain itself is not debilitating. I could probably run through it. But what worries me is I don't know if there's damage. I don't know if I have a stress fracture. I don't know. I sure hope that's not what it is. If it's just some sort of like strain, like the muscles are from overuse, right? Because, you know, 25 miles is kind of a lot, I guess. If we'd only done 15 up until that time, we're sort of jumping the miles up really rapidly. So maybe that's too much, but I'm just really frustrated right now. This time I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to go to the doctor, podiatrist, and have my foot checked out. See if I can get an answer, if they can tell me what it is. And I think that I'm just pushing it really hard, and my body's just like not ready. Anyway, so I was just texting Carl. He's at mile 10. And he's got himself a heart rate monitor. We were talking about that last week. We were just saying, yeah, you know, you gotta stay within a certain zone or whatever. And so neither one of us have a heart rate monitor. Well, I guess he went out and got one because he says he's monitoring his heart rate, and he's at mile 10. And I just really wish I was out there with him, but I think it's as hard as it is. I think I've probably made the right choice to stay off it, at least not to run. Like right now I'm walking, and I feel just a very faint pain, very faint, and it seems fine. Like, oh, that's not even so minimal. It's like not even something you should have to worry about. But this is when I start running, it starts hurting. So as hard as it is, I think I made the right decision to not to go today, to run. You know, our plan was to do 26 plus miles, and I really wanted to do that. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the doctor this week. Hopefully I can get an appointment sooner rather than later. It's Monday, April 2nd, and I was actually able to get into the doctor sooner than I thought. I called them this morning. I was actually in Phoenix in my office and called them asking if I could get an appointment. I didn't think I'd be able to get in very soon at all, but they're like, can you be here today? I dropped what I was doing and told my team, hey, I'm heading out to the doctor. Got some x-rays taken and all that stuff, and I do have some issues. Bone spurs in both of my heels, a little bit of acute sesamoiditis, arthritis in my left foot. That could also be contributing to the pain. Apparently my calves are way too tight. I knew they were tight, causing a premature heel lift, he called it, putting more stress on the ball of my foot earlier on in my step, and that's causing problems. It's like a never-ending story. It's like, if it's not my hip, it's my knee. If it's not my knee, it's my Achilles tendon. If it's not that, I'm sick. And if I'm not sick, well, I've got a problem with my foot. Fortunately, I do not have a stress fracture. I have some other kind of issue. It's called a stress reaction. But basically, it is like a precursor to that. It's a tiny little brother of a stress fracture. If I understand that correctly, I was very concerned that I would have a stress fracture and that would cause some problems, and it could possibly end my opportunity to do the Grand Canyon in May. So that's what I was worried about the most. Fortunately, I got good news, and that's not the case. I met with Dr. Freestone, and he's given me some things to do. He gave me a little pad that I could insert inside my shoe. He recommended that I get new running shoes, so I'll be shopping for new trail shoes soon. And he also gave me some other stretches to do, some specific calf stretches that it said I need to do several times per day. And so I'm going to start implementing that into my routine, and hopefully I will be able to alleviate this pain so it doesn't interrupt my runs too much. So I'm relieved by this. I'm glad that I went to the doctor. I just really want to be in the best shape that I can be in doing the Grand Canyon this year. And I'm going to need to be if I'm going to make the time that I want to make it in. So just wanted to give you a quick update. Didn't get to do much running this week. I'm going to go out tomorrow and try to do a run and see how that goes. So we will talk to you later.